Welcome back to WDIR, Windsor, Detroit, Internet Radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide. And we're going to have our conclusion of Frank Lovejoy's Night Beat, February 13th, 1950, and The Night is a Weapon.
What, Robert?
Oh, what a long climb. Must be getting old. Well, what are you doing here, Morrison? And who's this?
Oh, don't mind me. I just came along for the ride.
What's this all about?
I just came to say goodbye, Brewster.
You're leaving?
Yes. I'm going back and tell them you've done a good job here. It's not fair to replace you after so many years.
You sure nobody scared you away, Morrison?
Look at him, Brewster. Does he look like he's afraid? I don't know if Julie cured Morrison of his fear of darkness. Cure is a pretty strong word. But maybe she helped. I kind of think so. I do know this. It's going to be mighty hard for Tom to fear the darkness, knowing Julie is not afraid. But neither Tom nor I will ever forget what we saw as the porch light lit up her face. Julie Brewster, who did not fear the darkness, was blind. And now that part of the story they always print in heavy type, the moral. And don't smile so indulgently. Morals are very nice things. Some of my best friends have morals. You know, seriously, Julie's whole life is a moral in itself. Trying to top it is like trying to follow Al Jolson with a Mammy song. The best you can do is tip your hat to the fellow who wrote, "Out of the night that covers me, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul." He must have had someone like Julie in mind. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, stale cup of coffee, a tired sandwich, and a story to dictate, and I worry about my unconquerable soul. Ah, me. Give me a rewrite.
Night Beat, a new dramatic series, stars Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. Night Beat is written by Larry Marcus and directed by Warren Lewis. Music by Frank Worth. Listen next week at this same time and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. The stories that come out of the shadows to find their way into Night Beat. Stay tuned for Brian Donlevy and Dangerous Assignment on...
So next we have The Blue Beetle, May 22nd, 1940, Murder for Profit.
The Blue Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes a friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. The mysterious, all-powerful Palestine, a problem to the police, but a true state of the law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue suede armor, flexible as silk but scared and steel. Today's Blue Beetle episode is entitled Murder for Profit. James A. Ridley of Ridley and Corcoran, wealthy investment brokers, died in City Hospital under peculiar circumstances. Was his death on the operating table murder? Will his death affect the stock market? Can Dan Garrett, rookie patrolman, who is also the Blue Beetle, Solve this case and run the murderers to earth. As our story opens, Dan Garrett is visiting his friend and advisor, Dr. Franz, in his little apothecary shop.
But, Denny, you say the authorities suspected an attempt would be made on Ridley's life?
Apparently. They sent Manigan and me rushing over to City Hospital to guard Ridley as soon as they heard he was to be operated on.
But what made them suspicious?
I don't know. Unless it was because they knew his death would affect the stock market, give groups in the know a chance to clean up and make a lot of money.
How?
Well, Ridley was an international figure in investment circles. He controlled several large corporations.
Yes, I know that.
His death will undoubtedly cause the stocks of those corporations and possibly others to drop temporarily.
Yes, but
Doc, if some crooked professional speculators were sure Ridley would not come off that operating table alive, they could play the stock market and clean up a fortune.
But what about the other investors in the market? Wouldn't they stand to lose all they had?
Precisely. But the murderers of Ridley wouldn't care about that.
And why are you so certain it was murder?
Look, Doc, here's what happened. When Manigan and I arrived at the hospital this morning. Hey, Danny, it looks like something's up. Yeah. Wait, I'll let this guy come along the hallway and find Dr. Bartlett. Say, where do we find Dr. Bartlett? Dr. Bartlett can see no one. We're from police headquarters. We've been sent to guard Banker Ridley. You're too late. Mr. Ridley is dead. What? Yes, he died on the operating table just a minute ago. Manigan, you phone headquarters while I take a look around. Okay, Dan, I'll do that. I'll be in or somewhere near the operating room. I've got to find Dr. Bartlett. Oh, just a moment. Are you Dr. Bartlett? No, I'm just an intern. Dr. Bartlett's office is 2 doors down on the right. What's that you've got in your hand? It's a scalpel. A scalpel? Yes, a very sharp knife for making incisions. What are you doing with it? Well, I'm not permitted to speak. Come on, open up. I'm the law. You'll have to see Dr. I'm seeing you right now with a bloody scalpel in your hand. Here in this room here, I want to talk to you. In you go. Now tell me what happened in the operating room. I assure you it's against the ethics of... Ethics be hanged. Talk. Did you kill Banker Ridley? No, I tell you I had nothing to do with it. Then what are you doing with that scalpel? I picked it up after the lights went on. The lights went on? Were they off? Yes. Just after Dr. Bartlett had made the incision in Mr. Ridley's throat and was about to operate on the diseased gland, the lights went out suddenly and a stench bomb exploded just inside the door. It blinded everybody and everything was confusion. When the lights finally went on, Mr. Ridley was breathing his last. An artery in his throat had been severed. Where were you standing? Across the table from Dr. Bartlett. Then you correct, but I didn't. And what are you doing with that scalpel? I told you I picked it up when the lights went on. Why? I noticed it was bloody. Well, wouldn't it naturally be, hadn't it just been used to make an incision? Not this scalpel. The one Dr. Bartlett used to make the incision had already been put back into the sterilizer. But why should you pick up this scalpel? I thought there might be fingerprints on it. Fingerprints? When everybody would be wearing sterile rubber gloves? Well, I didn't stop to realize that. Your story is pretty thin. I'm going to take you down to headquarters and let some of our experts work on you.
Danny, from your story, I take it you suspect the intern of having killed Ridley during the confusion caused by the unexpected development.
No, I don't, really. I think someone higher up is the guilty person.
Surely not Dr. Bartlett. He's one of the most famous and respected surgeons in the country.
Ridley's death meant profit in millions to someone or to some group. You know the lengths to which some of our most respected citizens will sometimes go to acquire quick wits?
That's true.
Now, money is all right when it does good. But money is evil when it causes evil.
Well, there's the first edition of the evening paper.
Listen.
Yes.
Well, it started just as we suspected. Listen to that.
Yes. Say, Danny, what are you going to do?
Patrolman Dan Garrett is off duty, but the Blue Beetle never is. I'm going into action.
Can I help you?
Yes, Doc, you can. What about that secret solution you made that dissolves steel?
You mean my formula X4?
Yes, that's it.
I have some over here in this cabinet. Here you are. Now, here's a little vial of it. But be very careful. It's powerful stuff.
Thanks, Doc.
What about your portable wireless telephone?
I've got that in my magic ray and my flashlight.
Good.
You know, Doc, if I can solve this case quickly, maybe I can save a lot of little investors from losing their life savings.
That's true, Danny. That's true.
Well, Doc, the Blue Beetle has some nipping to do tonight. So long, Doc. I'll see you when I've cleaned up this stock market racket.
Again, the Blue Beetle rides the night wind. In his speedy motor car, he sets out in search of the murderers of Banker Ridley. Will he unmask them? Can he uncover their plot to make millions by murder? Where will the Blue Beetle strike first? In a dark street at the rear of the Ridley home, a long blue motor car comes to a stop. A figure silently steps forth and approaches the high wall around Ridley's city home.
Now, here's the rear of Ridley's house. I'll have to watch my steps. Wealthy neighborhood, well guarded. Here's a door in this wall. Locked, I'll bet. Just as I thought. Let me see now. Try one of these master keys. No, that one won't do. Try this one. That's the one. Better go easy. The hinges on this door will probably squeak. So far, so good. Better close this after me. Watchman finds this open, he'll be suspicious. Now to gain entrance to the house without arousing anyone. What's going on down there? Hold it! Battle! He's a bottle Plain pack makes as much noise as a garbage collector. Here's the window. Only wired down with a burglar alarm. Just attach these suction cups to it. I'll cut out the glass. Remove it without disturbing the frame. That's got it. I'll just remove the whole pane of glass and climb through. There. Now, I'll look around with my flash. That's the kitchen. All clear here. This door must lead into the dining room. No, that's the pantry. The dining room is beyond. Where does this other door lead to? The hallway. The library should be up there on the right. Everything is dark. So this is my chance to search the place. I'll take the library first. The wall is hollow. Just the place for a wall safe. Back of the picture. See if I can move this panel. And there may be a button. Someone's coming. I'll hide behind these curtains until they go. Who's in there? Come on, we'll shoot! Have a little light on the subject. Huh? Yeah. I just thought I heard someone coming here. I was right. The picture of her father's wall face. It's me, Cecil. Drop that gun, Ridley. Not there. Sorry, Ridley, but I want to examine some of your father's private papers for a possible clue to his murder. He's out like a light. Well, I'll just tie you up and gag you and then put you... Let me see. Over there, back of that couch. Now to open the panel. Just as I thought. A large wall safe hidden behind that panel. Now for a little Formula X4 poured in the lock.
And we'll be right back with The Blue Beetle and the Murder for Profit from May 22nd, 1940 on WDIR, Windsor, Detroit, Internet Radio, local, cross-border, and worldwide.